What if I told you there was a pair of earbuds inspired by Mozart himself, with audio quality that punches well above its weight class?
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Well, today we're taking a look at the Noble Fokus Amadeus, and trust me, these aren't your average everyday earbuds. So let's check them out. Now, these were sent to me by Noble for review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you will, as always, get my honest opinion. Now, Noble Audio isn't a name you hear thrown around at the water cooler like Apple or Sony, but in audiophile circles, they are well known for their high-end in-ear monitors. And now they're bringing that premium sound to a pair of wireless earbuds at a price point that is actually affordable. Well, sort of. More on that later. Now, one thing you're not going to do with these earbuds is mistake them for anything else, because those black earbuds with their bright red accented tops and matching case certainly aren't going to get lost amongst the sea of Apple AirPod clones. It's bold, it's different, and I like that. What I also like is not only the number of ear tips that it comes with, as it comes with 6 different size ear tips to help you get the right fit for your ears, but the ear tips also come in this handy little case. Pretty much every other company I have seen either has their earbuds in a little plastic bag or they're just attached to a piece of cardboard, both of which aren't practical for actually carrying them around with you, and they run the risk of getting lost. With this little case, I've got no worries about that. I've also got no worries about the fit of them, thanks to the number of ear tip sizes to choose from. And with 3 of them being double flanged options as well, there's different types of ear tips as well as different sizes. Now, size was a bit of an issue for me though. Now, I don't have the biggest ears in the world, and so these do noticeably stick out of my ears more than something like the Technics AZ100 that I've reviewed before. They didn't fall out though, and they didn't feel uncomfortable to wear either, but they didn't feel as secure a fit, so I wouldn't recommend wearing them whilst going out for a run or anything like that. If you've got smaller ears, you might want to look elsewhere too. Battery wise, Noble claims up to 12 hours on a single charge with ANC off and 8 hours with it on, and a total of 42 hours of battery life with a fully charged case. Now, I tested these for a full week, actively trying to kill the battery, and in real world use I was getting around 5 to 7 hours with ANC on, which is, whilst not class leading, more than okay. And generally speaking, there is a trade-off with all earbuds where better sounding earbuds have lower battery life as they use more power to generate better sound. So stick around until you get to the sound section where you'll hear how good these are. The only disappointment with these from a battery perspective is charging, as there is no wireless charging on the case, and in 2025 at this price point, that feels like a bit of a miss. So charging does need to be done over a USB-C cable, which is supplied, where a full charge of the case takes 2 hours and a full charge of the earbuds takes 90 minutes. Still, with fast charging giving you 2 hours of playback from only a 10-minute charge, you're never really stuck. Connectivity wise, not only do these come with Bluetooth 5.4, which gives you a nice stable connection for listening to your music, but it also gives you access to high-res audio formats as well. You're getting SBC and AAC codecs for normal listening, but also aptX adaptive and LDAC support for high-res audio. LDAC, for instance, which is Sony's high-resolution codec, can transmit data at up to 990 kilobits per second. That's roughly 3 times the data of standard Bluetooth audio. So what does that all mean? Well, if you're streaming audio, whether that's normal audio from the likes of Spotify or high-res audio from the likes of Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music and others, you're always going to get the best sound that you can. These also come with multi-point, so you can stay connected to 2 devices at the same time, so you can take a call on your phone whilst listening to music on your laptop, for instance, without having to constantly disconnect and reconnect from one to the other. But none of this matters if they don't sound good, right? So let's talk about what you're actually hearing. Now, what has amazed me about these earbuds is that there is only a single driver in these. They honestly have no right to sound this good on a single driver. It's a custom-made 8.3mm triple layer diaphragm dynamic driver that just excels at what it does. Noble says that they created it for a rich bass, open mids and delicately extended highs. In reality, that is pretty much on point. It's a warm sound with a bass that wraps around you and a treble that floats above you without fatiguing your ears. There is plenty of bass here, but it's not woolly and boomy, it's controlled and defined without overshadowing the vocals that sit perfectly in the mix with an almost lush quality to them. And the highs, well, they sparkle without being harsh. It's not a neutral or flat sound profile at all, but it is engaging, it's fun, it's just been a joy to listen to music with them. If you don't like the sound out of the box though, then you can jump into the mobile app and choose from a number of preset EQs or create your own using the 10-band custom EQ. Or you can jump into their personal EQ option. Now that runs a series of sound tests to find the EQ that best fits your hearing ability. Now that's especially useful if you have some hearing loss and you need some frequencies boosted. Now it may sound like a gimmick, but it actually makes a noticeable difference. Now these do come with 2 mics, so you can use these for taking a calls. If you want to know how good they are, well, here's the mic test. You will now listen to a mic test of the Noble Fokus Amadeus Earbuds, so you can hear what it would sound like if you happen to take a call using these earbuds in a quiet room. Now you listen to some ambient coffee shop noise playing in the background, so you can hear what the ambient sound in the room is like. Now that I've switched the mics on these earbuds, you can now hear how well this mic is cancelling out that background noise and making my noise clear, or my voice clear, and well heard. Now these do also come with ANC, and so that's active noise cancellation, and it's okay. It's not Bose or Sony level, but it's effective enough for commutes and coffee shops. It blocks out some lower frequencies, but some higher frequencies such as people talking still get through. The transparency or the ambience mode is more impressive though, as sounds come through natural and I can clearly hear myself and others talking. Now there are only 3 settings for ANC with these earbuds. There's on, off or ambient mode. There is no variable ANC on these like you get with some other earbuds, which at this price point is disappointing, and I think it's definitely the weakest area of these earbuds. So look, the Noble Fokus Amadeus isn't perfect. It's not the best ANC, it's not the smallest, and it's definitely not the cheapest at $320. But where it matters, in sound quality, these might just be the best sounding true wireless earbuds in its price range, all wrapped up in a design that actually has personality. So I will leave some purchase links in the description down below so that you can go check it out for yourself. If you do want to check out some other options though, then be sure to check on the link up here somewhere. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.
The Noble Fokus Amadeus Earbuds rock, baby!